Shalom, my brethren, and thank you so much for joining us for this week's scripture reading. And this week we'll be reading from Deuteronomy chapter 16, verses 18 through chapter 21, verse 9, Isaiah chapter 51, 12 through 52, John 1, 19 through 27, and Acts chapter 3, verses 22 and 23. Judges and officers shalt thou make thee in all thy gates, which Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee, throughout thy tribes, and they shall judge the people with just judgment. Thou shalt not wrest judgment, thou shalt not respect persons, neither take a gift, for a gift doth blind the eyes of the wise, and pervert the words of the righteous. That which is altogether just shalt thou follow, that thou mayest live, and inherit the land which Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee. Thou shalt not plant thee a grove of any trees near unto the altar of Yahuwah thy Elohim, which thou shalt make thee. Neither shalt thou set up any image which Yahuwah thy Elohim hateth. Thou shalt not sacrifice unto Yahuwah thy Elohim any bullock or sheep wherein is blemish, or any ill-favoredness, for that is an abomination unto Yahuwah thy Elohim. If there be found among you within any of thy gates which Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee, man or woman that hath wrought wickedness in the sight of Yahuwah thy Elohim, in transgressing his covenant, and hath gone and served other gods, and worshipped them, either the sun or moon, or any of the hosts of heaven, which I have not commanded, and it be told thee, and thou hast heard of it, and inquired diligently, and behold, it be true, and the thing certain, that such abomination is wrought in Yasharel, then shalt thou bring forth that man or that woman, which have committed that wicked thing, unto thy gates, even that man or that woman, and shalt stone them with stones till they die. At the mouth of 2 witnesses or 3 witnesses shall he that is worthy of death be put to death, but at the mouth of 1 witness he shall not be put to death. The hands of the witnesses shall be first upon him to put him to death, and afterward the hands of all the people. So thou shalt put the evil away from among you. If there arise a matter too hard for thee in judgment, between blood and blood, between plea and plea, and between stroke and stroke, being matters of controversy within thy gates, then shalt thou arise, and get thee up into the place which Yahuwah thy Elohim shall choose, and then shalt come unto the priests the Levites, and unto the judge that shall be in those days, and inquire, and they shall show thee the sentence of judgment. And thou shalt do according to the sentence which they of that place which Yahuwah shall choose shall shew thee, and thou shalt observe to do according to all that they inform thee, according to the sentence of the Torah which they shall teach thee, and according to the judgment which they shall tell thee, thou shalt do. Thou shalt not decline from the sentence which they shall shew thee, to the right hand nor to the left. And the man that will do presumptuously, and will not hearken unto the priest that standeth to minister there before Yahuwah thy Elohim, or unto the judge, even that man shall die, and thou shalt put away the evil from Yasharel. And all the people shall hear and fear, and do no more presumptuously. And when thou art come unto the land which Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee, and shall possess it, and shalt dwell therein, and shall say, I will set a king over me, like as all the nations that are about me. Thou shalt in any way set him king over thee, whom Yahuwah thy Elohim shall choose. 1 from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. But he shall not multiply horses to himself, nor cause the people to return to Egypt, to the end that he should multiply horses. For as much as Yahuwah hath said unto you, you shall henceforth return no more that way. Neither shall he multiply wives to himself, that his heart turn not away, neither shall he greatly multiply to himself silver and gold. And it shall be, when he sitteth upon the throne of his kingdom, that he shall write him a copy of this Torah in a book out of that which is before the priests the Levites. And it shall be with him, and he shall read therein all the days of his life, that he may learn to fear Yahuwah his Elohim, to keep all the words of this Torah and these statutes to do them, and that his heart be not lifted up above his brethren, and that he turn not aside from the commandment to the right hand or to the left, to the end that he may prolong his days in his kingdom, he and his children in the midst of Yasharel. The priests, the Levites, and all the tribe of Levi shall have no part nor inheritance with Yasharel. They shall eat the offerings of Yahuwah made by fire, and his inheritance. Therefore shall they have no inheritance among their brethren. Yahuwah is their inheritance, as he hath said unto them. And this shall be the priest's due from the people, from them that offer a sacrifice, whether it be ox or sheep, and they shall give unto the priest the shoulder, and the 2 cheeks, and the maw. The first fruit also of thy corn, of thy wine, of thy oil, and the first of the fleece of thy sheep, thou shalt give him. For Yahuwah thy Elohim hath chosen him out of all thy tribes to stand to minister in the name of Yahuwah, him and his sons forever. And if a Levite come from any of thy gates out of all Yasharel, where he sojourned, and come with all the desire of his mind unto the place which Yahuwah shall choose, then he shall minister in the name of Yahuwah his Elohim, as all his brethren the Levites do, which stand there before Yahuwah. They shall have like portions to eat, beside that which cometh of the sale of his patrimony. When thou art come into the land which Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations. There shall not be found among you any one that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto Yahuwah. And because of these abominations, Yahuwah thy Elohim doth drive them out before thee. Thou shalt be perfect with Yahuwah thy Elohim. For these nations which thou shalt possess hearken unto observers of times and unto diviners. But as for thee, Yahuwah thy Elohim hath not suffered thee so to do. Yahuwah thy Elohim will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me. Unto him ye shall hearken, according to all that thou desirest of Yahuwah thy Elohim in Horeb, in the day of the assembly, saying, Let me not hear again the voice of Yahuwah my Elohim, neither let me see this great fire any more, that I die not. And Yahuwah said unto me, They have well spoken that which they have spoken. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. And it shall come to pass, that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him. But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or that shall speak in the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die. If thou say in thine heart, How shall we know the word which Yahuwah hath not spoken? When a prophet speaketh in the name of Yahuwah, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is the thing which Yahuwah hath not spoken. But the prophet hath spoken it presumptuously. Thou shalt not be afraid of him. When Yahuwah thy Elohim hath cut off the nations whose land Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee, and thou succeedest them, and dwellest in their cities and in their houses, thou shalt separate 3 cities for thee in the midst of thy land, which Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee to possess it. Thou shalt prepare thee a way, and divide the coasts of thy land, which Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee to inherit, into 3 parts, that every slayer may flee thither. And this is the case of the slayer, which shall flee thither, that he may live, whoso killeth his neighbor ignorantly, whom he hated not in times past. And when a man goeth into the wood with his neighbor to hew wood, And his hand fetcheth a stroke with the axe to cut down the tree, and the head slippeth from the helve, and lighteth upon his neighbor, that he die, he shall flee into one of those cities and live, lest the avenger of the blood pursue the slayer, while his heart is hot, and overtake him, because the way is long, and slay him, whereas he was not worthy of death, inasmuch as he hated him not in times past. Wherefore I command thee, saying, Thou shalt separate 3 cities for thee. And if Yahuwah thy Elohim enlarge thy coast, as he hath sworn unto thy fathers, and give thee all the land which he promised to give unto thy fathers, if thou shalt keep all these commandments to do them which I command thee this day, to love Yahuwah thy Elohim, and to walk ever in his ways, then shalt thou add 3 cities more for these, besides these 3, that innocent blood be not shed in thy land, which Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee for an inheritance, and so blood be upon thee. But if any man hate his neighbor, and lie in wait for him, and rise up against him, and smite him mortally, that he die, and fleeth into one of these cities, then the elders of his city shall send and fetch him thence, and deliver him into the hand of the avenger of blood, that he may die. Thine eye shall not pity him, but thou shalt put away the guilt of innocent blood from Yasharel, that it may go well with thee. Thou shalt not remove thy neighbor's landmark, which they of old time have set in thine inheritance, which thou shalt inherit in the land that Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee to possess it. 1 witness shall not rise up against a man for any iniquity, or for any sin, in any sin that he sinneth. At the mouth of 2 witnesses, or at the mouth of 3 witnesses, shall the matter be established. If a false witness rise up against any man to testify against him that which is wrong, then both the men between whom the controversy is shall stand before Yahuwah, before the priests and the judges, which shall be in those days. And the judges shall make diligent inquisition, and behold, if the witness be a false witness, and hath testified falsely against his brother, then shall ye do unto him as he had thought to have done unto his brother. So shalt thou put the evil away from among you. And those which remain shall hear and fear, and shall henceforth commit no more any such evil among you. And thine eye shall not pity, but life shall go for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot. And when thou goest out to battle against thine enemies, and seest horses and chariots, and people more than thou, be not afraid of them. For Yahuwah thy Elohim is with thee, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And it shall be, when you are come nigh unto the battle, that the priest shall approach and speak unto the people, and shall say unto them, Hear, O Yasharel, ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies. Let not your hearts faint, fear not, and do not tremble, neither be ye terrified because of them. For Yahuwah your Elohim is he that goeth with you, to fight for you against your enemies, to save you. And the officers shall speak unto the people, saying, What man is there that hath built a new house, and hath not dedicated it? Let him go and return to his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man dedicate it. And what man is he that hath planted a vineyard, and hath not yet eaten of it? Let him also go and return unto his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man eat of it. And what man is there that hath betrothed the wife, and hath not taken her? Let him go and return to his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man take her. And the officers shall speak further unto the people, and they shall say, What man is there that is fearful and faint-hearted? Let him go and return unto his house, lest his brethren's heart faint as well as his heart. And it shall be, when the officers have made an end of speaking unto the people, that they shall make captains of the armies to lead the people. When thou comest nigh unto a city to fight against it, then proclaim peace unto it. It shall be, if they make the answer of peace and open unto thee, then it shall be that all the people that is found therein shall be tributaries unto thee, and they shall serve thee. And if it will make no peace with thee, but will make war against thee, then thou shalt besiege it. And when Yahuwah thy Elohim hath delivered it into thine hands, Thou shalt smite every male thereof with the edge of the sword. But the women and the little ones and the cattle and all that is in the city, even all the spoil thereof, shalt thou take unto thyself, and thou shalt eat the spoil of thine enemies, which Yahuwah thy Elohim hath given thee. Thus shalt thou do unto all the cities which are very far off from thee, which are not of the cities of these nations, but of the cities of these people, which Yahuwah thy Elohim doth give thee for an inheritance. Thou shalt save alive nothing that breatheth. But thou shalt utterly destroy them, namely the Hittites, and the Amorites, the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites, as Yahuwah thy Elohim hath commanded thee, that they teach you not to do after all their abominations, which they have done unto their gods. So should ye sin against Yahuwah your Elohim. When thou shalt besiege a city a long time, in making war against it to take it, thou shalt not destroy the trees thereof by forcing an axe against them, for thou mayest eat of them, and thou shalt not cut them down. For the trees of the field is a man's life, to employ them in the siege. Only the trees which thou knowest that they be not trees for meat, thou shalt destroy and cut them down. And thou shalt build bulwarks against the city that maketh war with thee, until it be subdued. If one be found slain in the land which Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee to possess it, lying in the field, and it be not known who hath slain him, then thy elders and thy judges shall come forth, and they shall measure unto the cities which are round about him that is slain. And it shall be that the city which is next unto the slain man, even the elders of that city shall take an heifer, which hath not been wrought within, which hath not been wrought with, and which hath not drawn in the yoke. And the elders of that city shall bring down the heifer unto a rough valley, which is neither eared nor sown, and shall strike off the heifer's neck there in the valley. And the priests and the sons of Levi shall come near, for them Yahuwah thy Elohim hath chosen to minister unto him, and to bless in the name of Yahuwah. And by their word shall every controversy and every stroke be tried. And all the elders of that city that are next unto the slain man shall wash their hands over the heifer that is beheaded in the valley. And they shall answer and say, Our hands have not shed this blood, neither have our eyes seen it. Be merciful, O Yahuwah, unto thy people Yasharel, whom thou hast redeemed, and lay not innocent blood unto thy people of Yasharel's charge, and the blood shall be forgiven them. So shalt thou put away the guilt of innocent blood from among you, when thou shalt do that which is right in the sight of Yahuwah. Isaiah 51, verse 12. I, even I, am he that comforteth you. Who art thou, that thou shouldest be afraid of a man that shall die, and of the Son of Man which shall be made as grass, and forgettest Yahuwah thy Maker, that hath stretched forth the heavens, and laid the foundations of the earth, and hath feared continually every day because of the fury of the oppressor, as if he were ready to destroy? And where is the fury of the oppressor? The captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail. But I am Yahuwah thy Elohim, that divided the sea, whose waves roar. Yahuwah of Sebaot is his name. And I have put my words in thy mouth, and I have covered thee in the shadow of mine hand, that I may plant the heavens, and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, Thou art my people. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which hast drunk at the hand of Yahuwah the cup of his fury. Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling, and wrung them out. There is none to guide her among all the sons whom she hath brought forth, neither is there any that taketh her by the hand of all the sons that she hath brought up. These two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Desolation and destruction, and the famine and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? Thy sons have fainted. They lie in the head of all the streets. As a wild bull in a net, they are full of the fury of Yahuwah, the rebuke of thy Elohim. Therefore now hear this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. Thus saith Adonai Yahuwah, and thy Elohim that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. But I will put it into the land of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, Bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground, and as the street, to them that went over. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city. For henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. Shake thyself from the dust. Arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. For thus saith Yahuwah, Ye have sold yourselves for naught, and ye shall be redeemed without money. For thus saith Yahuwah Elohim, My people went down aforetime into Egypt to sojourn there, and the Assyrian oppressed them without a cause. Now therefore, what have I here, saith Yahuwah, that my people is taken away for naught? They that rule over them make them to howl, saith Yahuwah, and my name continually every day is blasphemed. Therefore my people shall know my name. Therefore they shall know in that day that I am he that doth speak. Behold, it is I. How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him that bringeth good tidings, that publisheth peace, that bringeth good tidings of good, that publisheth salvation, that saith unto Zion, Thy Elohim reigneth. Thy watchmen shall lift up the voice, with the voice together shall they sing, for they shall see eye to eye, when Yahuwah shall bring again Zion. Break forth into joy, sing together, ye waste places of Jerusalem, for Yahuwah hath comforted his people. He hath redeemed Jerusalem. Yahuwah hath made bare his holy arm in the eyes of all the nations, and all the ends of the earth shall see the salvation of our Elohim. Depart ye, go ye out from thence. Touch no unclean thing. Go ye out of the midst of her. Be ye clean, that bear the vessels of Yahuwah. For you shall not go out with haste, nor go by flight, for Yahuwah will go before you, and the Elohim of Yasharel will be your reward. John chapter 1, 19. And this is the record of John, when the Jews sent priests and Levites from Jerusalem to ask him, Who art thou? And he confessed and denied not, but confessed, I am not the Mashiach. And they answered him, What then? Art thou Elias? And he said, I am not. Art thou that prophet? And he answered, No. Then said they unto him, Who art thou? That we may give an answer to them that sent us. What sayest thou of thyself? And he said, I am the voice of one crying in the wilderness, Make straight the way of Yahuwah, as said the prophet Isaiah. And they which were sent were of the Pharisees. And they asked him and said, Why baptizest thou then, if thou be not that Mashiach, nor Elias, neither that prophet? And John answered them, saying, I baptize with water, but there standeth one among you, whom ye know not. He it is, who coming after me is preferred before me, whose shoes latchet I am not worthy to unloose. Acts chapter 3, verse 22. For Moshe truly said unto the fathers, A prophet shall Yahuwah your Elohim raise up unto you of your brethren, like unto me. Him shall ye hear in all things whatsoever he shall say unto you. And it shall come to pass that every soul which will not hear that prophet shall be destroyed from among the people. Thank you so much for joining us. Shabbat Shalom.